Today we look at one of the more interesting ways students are pursuing scholarships during the pandemic. That and more on our 13th WAtv episode of the year. Good morning, Wheaton Academy. I'm Catherine Salo. We have exactly 11 hours and 20-ish minutes of school left before we head out for Thanksgiving break.
I'm Madison Cavan. It's Monday, November 23rd. Thanks for joining us. Let's get you caught up on a few announcements.
The Spanish Club invites you to come celebrate Thanksgiving with them Tuesday during lunch in room 107. There'll be games, music, a piñata, and snacks.
There is a wrestling meeting today in Fieldhouse South during lunch. If you're planning on wrestling this spring or are interested in wrestling, please plan on attending this meeting. If you have any questions, please contact Coach Swider in the athletic office.
The following students have been recognized by the ILMEA, the Illinois Music Educators Association. For band, Jillian Reed. For choir, Isabella Brown, Stephen Chen, Anna Jones, Kenna Tolman, and McCall Tolman. And for orchestra, Emma Freshke, who not only received the District 9 honors, but was also placed in first chair for cello.
This week we have only 2 days, today and tomorrow, which will both be 7-period days. Tomorrow we will have chapel after 3rd period.
The Friendly Confines received special recognition recently. Quoting a source at CBS News, Wrigley Field has been a baseball icon for 106 years. The home of the Chicago Cubs has seen a series of first and iconic moments in Major League Baseball. And as of Thursday, it's officially a National Historic Landmark.
This past week for 30 Days of Thankfulness on our Instagram account, we featured Jamal Freeman and Mr. Stolter. Jamal said he was thankful to be back in person, learning after being at home for so long. Mr. Stolter said he's thankful for his wife, his job, and the ability to harness the power of electricity. Check out The Real WATv on Instagram as we close out a month of thankfulness this week. Special thanks to Isabel Kelch for all of her work on this project.
Despite the pandemic, the Quiz Bowl team has been hard at work, competing against big and small schools, all virtually. WATv reporter Isabel Kels was at the last meet and has more on the results.
These past 2 weekends, a team here at Wheaton Academy participated in a tournament. The Wheaton Academy Quiz Bowl team played in virtual matches against other schools. I stopped in to their weekly practice and tournament to check it out.
For 10 points, name these items of value owned by a business. Ender. Assets is correct.
Yes. So Quiz Bowl this year right now we are playing via Discord, and so rather than actually having people physically touching buzzers, which we can't do right now, students are answering via typing buzz, and then they unmute the microphone and they can either say the answer. For some tournaments or other ones we're doing, you can type the answer in.
Yeah. The team practices twice a week, and though the scrimmages and tournaments against other schools are virtual, the in-person interactions with teammates are still an important part of the team.
I know my South American politics.
Went all 5. We can do it, guys.
The tournament was really fun, and it was just something fun to do on a Saturday. That it wasn't a lot of pressure, but it was some good competition.
Each 100, Lincoln 30. Thanks, kids. Good
Nice.
day.
The second day of the tournament concluded with scores of 3-2, 1-4, and 4-1 to teams A, B, and C respectively. If you like answering random trivia and academic questions, come check out this fun and interesting activity. This is Isabel Kelch from WATv signing out.
So I've actually, during my middle school time, I was in a Quiz Bowl type thing very similar to where they have the buzzers, but it's kind of for tons of Latin and Roman and Greek mythology and culture and history and things like that, which is very different from the general knowledge that they are having to put on display, which I think is really interesting.
Was it high stress?
Yeah, just in terms of, I'm not really the most reflexive person in terms of clicking a buzzer, so even if I know it, I'm going to spaz out. And all the other people are going to get it before me.
Do you think it would be easier if you could type buzz? Because I think...
I definitely
Would it be easier because then you wouldn't have, like, the pressure, you know?
Yeah, I think it's very innovative, and I think them doing it on Discord was very interesting to see.
That's so smart, though, because, like...
Yeah, the fact that they
keep
still get to
doing
do it with other people in, like, a different way, I think is really cool. In this year of limited or no travel, colleges and universities have looked for new ways to bring students in and recruit students with specific interests. Lucas Doyle has more.
I talked to Mia about how college recruitment is different this year and what it means for her going virtual.
What I'm currently doing, so I currently follow Concordia University of Ann Arbor, Michigan on Instagram, and thanks to the Christian College Fair that WA does every year, that's how I found the school. And so on Instagram I saw that they're promoting a virtual dance combine, and this is their 4th year doing it, so it's all different schools from Michigan, like Central Michigan University, Eastern Michigan, Michigan State, and a bunch of other schools, including some private ones as well. And it's just a recruitment for dancers starting in freshman year of high school all the way to transfer students, just to get an opportunity to learn dances that you typically learn from colleges. This is hosted by Alma College, straight from Alma, Michigan. And I'm really excited to see, once all of my information is released to the coaches, to see if I can get any recruitment information and scholarships for hopefully to dance in college. And I can't wait to see where I can go with this.
So I'm here to help Mia. Basically, I'm here to make sure she's focused on the details, making sure that everything looks good, and then helping her with the recording part of it. I think it's really cool that colleges are doing this now, especially since everything is virtual. So I think more colleges should do this, actually. And two, like, even when we're not virtual, hopefully sometime in the future this will still happen, because I think it's a really cool opportunity for people who don't live in the area to possibly get recruited, and then obviously look at schools that maybe they've not thought about before. So it's cool.
So I've actually known Mia since she was a freshman because she was on cheer. So I've seen her through like her journey, and I am just super proud of her that she's getting these scholarships. And I think it's like, just, I'm tearing up. I'm so proud of her that, you know, she's working through like all these hardships and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think it's interesting that the college has opened up these scholarships. Have you seen that like anywhere else?
I actually haven't. I haven't been looking at what most colleges have been doing at the moment. I definitely should get on that soon for sure, but I definitely think it's really impressive to still be able to do all of these things and to get scholarships still and to work hard to get to do something you love. So good luck, Mia, on all of your future things that you're hoping to do, and I hope that it really goes well for you.
Wheaton Academy has committed to serving lunches to students and staff from a variety of restaurants. Jamal Friedman was back on campus last week and went around asking people which of our lunches is their favorite.
Everyone always has a certain taste for what they want to eat every day. So I decided to see what everyone's favorite lunches are at Wheaton Academy and to see how diverse it truly is.
I think my favorite lunch would be the buttermilk Wilbur skillet, one because it's a great meal with a biscuit, as well as it's named after Wilbur.
I just really like Chinese food in general, and I know it's not super authentic or anything, but it's still really good.
My favorite lunch is probably pizza day, and the reason for this is there tends to be a lot of leftovers on pizza day that find their way into the teacher's workroom and free lunch.
The pizza lunch, mainly because usually this year, in usual years, you would have to, obviously, you'd get to slice of pizza and then you could go back later. This year, although the slices are smaller, you get an entire pizza yourself. And I really enjoy that. I mean, even just no matter how small the pizza is, it's an entire pizza yourself.
I would say favorite lunch is Panda Express.
That's just some of everyone's favorite lunches at Wheaton Academy, and I hope that we get to continue to have this much diversity in the future. This is Jamal from WAtv, signing out.
Okay, for sure my favorite lunch that they have here is Panda Express, all the way. Orange chicken is literally, I've been obsessed with this ever since I was little. If you ever go to like a mall and they have a either Panda Express or something like it, and they have like food samples, which sadly they don't do those anymore, but they're always handing out orange chicken on toothpicks, and I was always like begging my parents to get some orange chicken because it was my favorite.
I can't stand Panda Express.
You can't?
I can't.
What?
It's gross.
I don't know how to respond to that.
There's a division here now.
Clearly. I'll see you after class.
Okay.
As numbers have risen over the past few weeks, many have found hope in recent news of two major companies announcing that a vaccine is near. Matthew Johnston has more on this topic.
Hello, Wheaton Academy. My name is Matthew Johnston. Last March, we were told COVID lockdowns were only going to be an extended spring break. That aged well. Since then, we've been in lockdown all the way from then to now in late November. Good news is, we're not going to be in lockdown forever. And with more and more news coming out about a possible vaccine, we might be starting to see the light at the end of this tunnel real soon. On Monday, November 9th, Pfizer, one of the companies in the race for a vaccine, shared a 90% success rate on one of their trial vaccines. This past Friday, they filed for emergency use authorization from the FDA. There's widespread speculation that the FDA will approve this vaccine possibly on December 10th. Pfizer claims to have 50 million doses of this vaccine ready by the end of the year. Just a week after Pfizer's announcement, another US-based pharmaceutical company announced their results. Moderna's vaccine candidate showed a 95% success rate. It is expected that they will file for emergency use authorization just a few weeks after Pfizer. There are more and more companies pursuing a vaccine for COVID-19. These companies include AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Merck, as well as GlaxoSmithKline. Because of different technologies, some vaccines, such as Johnson & Johnson, will be single-dose vaccines that will be able to provide protection for 1 full year. This is amazing news on the vaccine front. Typically, vaccines take years to develop and test. While we can see light at the end of the COVID tunnel, it is widely believed that it will take until next spring at earliest to have vaccines approved, produced, and distributed to most Americans. From WAtv, this is Matthew Johnston, signing out.
Okay, first of all, shout out to Matt for making great videos at home.
Yeah, for real. That is crazy.
And then second, awesome that there's a vaccine. Just like, that's it.
Yeah. I'm just really happy that we're able to look forward to the future with hope that eventually we will get around this. Not sure when. Obviously, the future is very unknown, but the fact that we're able to still try to find ways to get to still be with each other and to get to move forward is very impressive.
Yeah. Winter term registration has finished up, and many of the students here at Wheaton Academy have chosen an internship. Lucas Doyle is back, talking to a few students about their recent decisions.
Hey everybody, this is Lucas from WATv, and today I went around asking a few people what they're doing for their winter term internships. Check it out.
For winter term this year, I'm going to do an internship at a vet hospital. It's a large animal equine vet hospital called Kendall Road Equine Hospital, and I'm very excited. It's something I've been interested in for a long time, so I'm really excited to have the chance to work at such a high level and see if the vet career is something I want to pursue with an animal that I love, and hopefully it goes well. I'm excited to see what it's all about.
I'm Ella Vogren, and I'm doing an internship. It's going to be at a law firm in West Chicago, Carol's Dream. The reason I chose the law firm, I'm interested in going into law. So I feel like it'd be a good chance to see like the actual insides of what goes on at a law firm and what an actual firm is like, and not just like what's seen on TV.
I'm doing an internship with my uncle's company in St. Louis. They do some like campaigning for Missouri governors and stuff. And so I'm going to be working with like their production team and like their marketing department. So I'm going to be like doing some video stuff and like social media, and yeah, I'm really excited for that. So.
Alright, so those are just a few of the really cool internships that we got going on this year for winter. Last year, I took an internship at my church on the video production team. I learned a lot, met a lot of new people, and had a ton of fun. If you're taking an internship, make sure to pay attention, learn something new, and have fun. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Back to you guys.
So I'll actually be doing an internship this year, which I'm really looking forward to. Are you doing an internship, or have you done one? Are you interested in it?
Well, my class doesn't have to do an internship.
Okay, I see how it is.
But I am
First
doing an
Panda,
internship.
and now this. Okay, we're having a rough patch right now. I can tell.
We might have to break up our anchoring relationship. No, but I am doing an internship with Mrs. Main, so.
Oh, that's really cool.
I will be on campus for the internship, but I won't be taking classes.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm going to South Carolina to work on my grandfather's church and working on the video staff there. But my grandfather has a lot of connections to where I might be going to a local news station for a day, and maybe an even bigger one in Charlotte to follow people around, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what's happening yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope your internship goes well as well.
Thank you. I hope yours goes well, too.
Thank you. A few weeks ago, we spoke with Mr. Felinsky about why he came back to teach at a high school he used to attend. Today, I have a similar story to share with you involving a Bible faculty member.
There are many staff and faculty here at Wheaton Academy that also walk these halls as high schoolers. One of the more recent alums to return is Mr. Fritz.
The reason why I came back to Wheaton Academy is I love the vision, I love the mission, I love the people at this school. I was encouraged and inspired by them and want to come back and offer that same encouragement and inspiration alongside of them as they continue to encourage me in my walk with Jesus.
While Mr. Fritz was drawn back to school to teach, he hadn't initially considered returning, and instead went to grad school to go into pastoral ministry.
God pulled a fast one on me, as he most often does in our lives, and eventually directed and guided me into this role. I was never expecting to be a full-time Bible teacher and feel so honored that I get to talk with students about Jesus on a daily basis. It's a little bit of a weird phenomenon, I guess you could say, in coming back and now being colleagues with people who were my teachers and principals and administrators when I was a student, but it's an absolute thrill and a delight to do.
Mr. Fritz's former teachers aren't the only people he is familiar with. He also gets to teach his younger sister, Hannah Fritz, who still attends Wheaton Academy.
Having my older brother as a teacher it's a very funny experience, but it's also really enjoyable because he's just such a good teacher. And also it's just hilarious having him as a teacher because obviously he's my older brother, so we have our inside jokes and all of that. It's a very unique experience, to be sure, but yeah, it's been really fun.
I absolutely love having my little sister in Bible class. It's a great joy. It's so fun to have her and to have all of her friends also who are passionately pursuing Christ, who are loving Jesus and loving other people, and they're an encouragement and inspiration to me as well.
Mr. Fritz continues to guide his students on their walk with Christ and inspires others every day. From WATv, I'm Madison Cavan.
I absolutely love Mr. Fritz. He's great. I always come in after my fourth period. I have strength and conditioning, so I'm in the field house, right? And I walk in, and then as his class is leaving, I come in and I just bother him for 5 minutes. I just stand there and we talk.
Yeah, I am looking forward to, I have class with him next semester, which I'm really excited about. So I can't wait to see what his class is going to be like, because I know he's a really fun person.
He's great.
For sure, for sure. And now it's time to send it over to Community Scoop for today.
Good morning, Wheaton Academy. So we have made it to Thanksgiving week. And in 2020, probably more than ever, this is a great time for us to think about the meaning of Thanksgiving. As I ponder these last 14 weeks, and this is week 15, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you students. The fact that we've been able to be together in person is an amazing gift that the Lord has given us. And it has been made possible, really, by the hard work of a lot of people. It's been made possible by your teachers, who have worked hard in so many different ways to plan new experiences, to make sure that what you experience each day is really a great learning opportunity. It's been made possible by you guys as students. I said at the beginning of the year, so many people talked about how high school kids would never be able to meet these expectations, and you all have. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you. But I think as we look at Thanksgiving, sometimes we can fall into the trap of superficial Thanksgiving. We can thank God for our shoes or our clothes, and those things are really important. But I want to challenge you that this Thanksgiving, you would think about the words of Paul. Paul talks about rejoicing in Philippians 4. He talks about rejoicing all of the time. And I pray for each and every one of us that this Thanksgiving would be a time where we worship, where we are grateful to God, first and foremost, for his son, Jesus Christ, and for the gospel, that he has saved us, that he has redeemed us, and that we have this opportunity to live freely. I hope that you all will take time to express gratitude to your parents and to your family. To your parents, or whoever it is that makes it possible for you to come to Wheaton Academy each day. That you would be grateful for the people in your life who have gotten you to this point, and that we would also take time to thank God for the material things that he has given to us. In 2020, we've heard a lot about how hard this year is. But truthfully, what this year has done is honed our focus. It's reminded us of the things that are important. that's reminded us of what we should be thankful for who Jesus Christ is, and for people, for community. And I couldn't be more thankful for this community, Wheaton Academy, and for each and every one of you. So I hope you have a wonderful week and a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Mrs. Hockett. Now let's get you caught up on the 4 things you need to know. Number 1, with the end of the semester less than 3 weeks away, make sure you connect with your teachers about your learning. Number 2, we'll have chapel tomorrow led by the Project Lead team. Number 3, congrats again to all our students receiving the ILMEA All-District Recognition. It's a great honor. And number 4, we have been doing in-person learning for 14 straight weeks. And as a school, we can be thankful and grateful for that blessing.
That's all for us today. There are many things to be thankful for this year, and the thing I am most thankful for is that we can still come to school in person and film these awesome episodes.
I'm thankful for all of WA's staff who've come in every day so we can go to school in person. Thanks for joining us. From all of us in Studio 22, have a great day.